Back in 2020, my wife and I lived in Penang for 6 months, and during that time, we ate at a total of 54 food establishments. Yes, I really did keep a list of all of them. We recently went back to Penang for a month, and we returned to many of our favorites. Most were just as good or better than before, but not all of them. I took the list of places where we ate in 2020 and eliminated places based on the criteria that you see listed on the screen here. After this process of elimination, there were only a few places left on our list. Which ones were left? Well, come along with us now as we go to these places to eat in Penang that we think are still the best. China House. I'm going to keep my discussion about China House brief, and that is because, although they do have a full food menu, we've never actually had a meal here. So why then do we love to come here so much, and why have we been here at least 10 times? Well, because the desserts they have here, especially the cakes, are delicious. Never mind the calories, it's worth it. Emily's favorite here is the carrot cake. She has had the carrot cake at least half the times we've come here. My favorite is either the peanut butter chocolate cake or maybe the salted caramel cheesecake. No, wait, maybe it's the chocolate popsicle cake. That was fabulous. Or no, it might just be the fruit and whipped cream cake. And although I don't personally like tiramisu, it is one of the cakes that China House is most famous for. The vibe at China House is very laid back and chill. Sometimes they have live music, and sometimes people come to have a bite to eat, hang out, and play games together. China House is located right in the heart of Georgetown, which is Penang's historical and traditional district. It is rated 4.0 on Google and has over 6,000 reviews. One reviewer says, China House isn't just a cafe, it's an experience. And another says, this cafe is huge and full of surprises. Think cool art and lots of different rooms to explore. On our most recent visit, we spent 37 ringgit to get both a slice of peanut butter cake and one chocolate popsicle cake. New World Park City Food Court. In Penang, it seems like there are more food courts in a one-block radius than there are public holidays. And Malaysia has a lot of public holidays, believe me when I say that. So if there are so many food courts, then what makes New World Food Court so wonderful? Well, for one, the size of this food court makes it, I'm guessing, if not the biggest, then one of the biggest food courts in Penang. And the last time I went to New World City, I tried to count how many hawker stalls there were, and if I counted correctly, there are 44. And if each stall offers, let's say on average 15 items, that means that you have your choice of about 660 dishes at your disposal. Can you think of any restaurant you've ever been to that has 660 items on the menu? We have had so many different kinds of food here that I can't remember the names of these dishes or which hawker stall we got them from. Our favorite stall here is called China Kitchen, and the reason we like it so much is because of the fabulous dumplings here. It seems like every time we come here, we order more dumplings than we did the previous time, and it's still not enough. New World Park City is located in the northern end of Georgetown, about a 20-minute walk from China House. It is rated 4.1 on Google Maps with just under 4,000 reviews. One reviewer states, take note, come during dinner time because most of the stalls are open then. And yeah, we notice about half of them are closed during lunch. Another reviewer says, it's clean and feels a bit more upscale than typical hawker centers. To give you an idea of prices, these 10 dumplings cost 18 ringgit, and this plate of Hainanese chicken with rice was only 7 ringgit. Smoke Papa. When we first came to Penang, Smoke Papa was a hawker stall in one of the food courts, but they have since moved to its own location and is now a full-fledged restaurant. And although its location has changed, what hasn't changed is the delicious food. Or if it has changed, it's only gotten better. This is the place to come for barbecue with meat smoked in a proper smoker, which makes the flavor authentic. The pulled pork is fabulous, but I think we've had every meat they offer, including the chicken and brisket, and they are all delicious. The side dishes are also terrific, with the cream mashed potatoes being our personal favorite, and the homemade desserts often change and are always fantastic. We met the owners 5 years ago at their hawker stall, and when we came to their restaurant several years later, they remembered us. The location is right here, also in the heart of Georgetown and generally easy to find. The price for 200 grams of meat, 4 side dishes, dessert, and a drink came to 57 ringgit. It is rated 4.8 on Google with over 1,000 reviews. One review says, "You can tell the food is prepared from the heart," and another says, "We ordered the Papa Bear platter. It was a platter made in heaven." The Malay Mail website has the full story behind this restaurant, and I'll put a link to the article in the description below. Runners up. Before I get to our number 1 choice, I want to briefly mention a few runners up that didn't make it to the top of our list, but they are fabulous and we have been to them many times. Let's start with Via Pre, an Italian restaurant located in Georgetown. We love to get the pizza here, especially at lunch because they have daily specials. But they have a wide variety of Italian dishes, many with homemade pasta and with ingredients straight from Italy. Our next place is Flip Burger with 2 locations, one in Gurney Paragon Mall and the other down in Bayan Lepas. I've never been able to figure out how to take a picture to make it look like you're upside down in their little flip photo area, but that's okay because we come here for the food. My favorite is the chicken burger, always made fresh and delicious. And the drink refills are a nice touch since that's not common in Malaysia. Holy Guacamole has 2 locations in Penang. We've been to both, and both have fantastic Mexican food. Whenever we're in Penang on my birthday, I always choose Halab, which is a great restaurant for Middle Eastern and Arabic food, and the menu is enormous, with plenty of food options for all tastes. The desserts here are just as spectacular as the main dishes, if that's even possible. I definitely want to give a shout out to Nazara's, located in Tanjung Tokang. This is the place to come for kacang pool, which is a bean and meat stew. The ingredients are premium and freshly prepared each day. No leftovers here. And the garlic toast is about as thick as a dictionary. Remember those big, thick books we used to have when we didn't know what a word means? Mohammed Rafi. There was no hesitation for us to rate this restaurant as our favorite place to eat in Penang. Mohammed Rafi is located in the Gurney neighborhood. This is a Nasi Kandar restaurant, which means that the food here originated from the Tamil Muslim population from India. It also means get ready for the mix of curries and gravies to invade your stomach with pure joy. And when I say mix of curries and gravies, I mean the word mix literally. Instead of keeping the curries and gravies separated on the plate of food, they all get splashed on the top and they get all mixed together, creating a flavor that is unique to Nasi Kandar. The plate is sloppy and presentation isn't a top priority here, but that's what makes it so good. We always get the same thing when we come here, which is fried chicken, rice, and vegetables consisting mostly of cabbage. Now, if I were a true Malaysian, I would eat this with my hands, even the rice with my hands. But when I try to do this, I fail miserably, and about 92% of the rice falls out of my hands and onto the plate. The queue to get food here can get rather long, which is another verification that this place is superb. And there are plenty of side dishes to choose from. In fact, this menu here is a list of just the sides of roti that you can get. This plate of food cost 11 ringgit, or the equivalent of under $3, making it not just delicious, but also a great bargain. This restaurant is rated 4.2 on Google with over 5,000 reviews. One reviewer says, "The verdict, the best Nasi Kandar in Penang." Another says, "My Nasi Kandar hunt is over. This place hits every one of my taste buds perfectly." And these reviews are exactly why we come back time and time again, and why we will always come back here on all of our future trips to Penang.